Hello YouTube, welcome to the Movie Cheese. My name is Tom and today we are unboxing the Nvidia SHIELD tablet. This is going to be my new sort of main tablet now that I've sold my Asus Transformer Infinity. This is like, for those of you who aren't aware of this tablet, this is basically the sequel to the device that Nvidia released last year, which was the Nvidia SHIELD, which was essentially a handheld games console built on Android. And one of the major selling points of it is that you can connect the device wirelessly to your PC to being able to play various games on your Steam account. Anyway, I am at the moment halfway through attending Leeds Film Festival, so I'm incredibly tired. I've gone through 2 weeks of sleep deprivation, malnutrition, a numb arse, occasionally losing the will to live. But I've seen some fantastic films, but as such, I am incredibly tired, so bear with me on this. So yeah, this is the box. On the back of the box, it basically shows a picture of the tablet, and then the controller, which isn't actually in this box, that's sold separately. And then yeah, it just says things. Okay, so lid's off. There is the device itself, obviously the first thing we come to. So I'm just going to set that to one side. One thing I can say straight off the bat is it's fairly heavy. A lot heavier than other similarly sized tablets I've held, such as the Nexus 7. So the next thing we come to is the obviously the micro USB cable with an Nvidia styled thing around it. Yeah. And then we come to the charging brick, and then we come to a user manual. Probably not going to read that. And then of course we come to the adapter for the charging brick, which snaps on as thus. So yeah, it says Nvidia on the back. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Nvidia are quite good at sort of styling things with their signature green stuff. One really cool thing is that this does also come. It comes with two adapters, so it comes with the UK, comes with the UK one and European international one. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm not actually sure how to get this back off. Do you just pull it? Yeah, I'll figure that out later. So yeah, it comes with a international adapter as well. And I don't think there's anything else in here, but I'm going to have a look underneath anyway. Nope, nothing else in there at all. So that is now an empty box. However, quite a sturdy box. You know, again, you know, Nvidia are usually quite good with things like packaging. So, on to the star of the show. Here's the tablet itself, and I'm just going to move all of this rubbish out of the way so that I can just get straight into opening the tablet. Okay, so let's unsheath or unveil this beast. So yeah, on the front it says Nvidia SHIELD, the ultimate tablet for gamers. Okay, so I've unsheathed the device, and as I was saying earlier on, I said that it felt quite heavy, but it's actually not as heavy as I first thought. It's actually fairly light. One thing though is that it's definitely incredibly sturdy. Like, it feels as solid as a brick. It's really, really nice. Definitely feels a lot more solid than the Asus tablet that I previously owned, and that was actually a aluminum build. So whereas this is plastic, and yet it feels even more sturdy. So yeah, so on the back you've got sort of a smooth sort of plasticky feel. You've got the SHIELD logo. There's no Nvidia logo that I can see. Yeah, so there's no. Oh, there is an Nvidia logo on the bottom, really tiny one. So yeah, so this is obviously an 8-inch screen on the device, two front-facing speakers. The that's the front of the device. So what I'm going to do now is just go through various close-ups of the ports and talk about the actual specs of this device in great detail. Okay, so on the front of the device we do have, as I said, two front-facing speakers, which should mean that the sound is going to be excellent. There is also a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. I'm not sure what the aperture is on that, but I'll find out later on. And then, of course, we've got the 8-inch Full HD display. So as well as the two front-facing speakers, there is also another speaker grill on the side here, and another one on the other side here. So that's 4 in total. So I think the reason that they've done that is because obviously when you're holding this tablet, you're going to have your hands. I mean, if you're holding it as using sort of on-screen controls as opposed to the actual controller, your hands are going to be sort of halfway over the front-facing speakers. So I think that's why they've added one to the side as well, just to add a little bit extra sound. So as well as the side-facing speaker that I just spoke about earlier, on the left side we've also got a 3.5mm headphone jack. There's a mini HDMI port and a micro USB port as well, with a green Nvidia styled dash over the top of it. On the top of the device you've got the power button, volume rocker, micro SD port, micro SD card port. I'm not quite sure what that is there. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. And then you've also got the pen. On the bottom of the device, you've basically got two little slots for the cover for the device, which is sold separately. And then on the other side of the device, there is, of course, the other speaker grill that I spoke of earlier. So what I'm going to do now is talk about the specs of this device. So this is rocking an Nvidia, the brand new Nvidia Tegra K1 mobile processor. This is the exact same processor found in the new Nexus 9 tablet, and it's insanely powerful. And it's also coupled with a 192 core Kepler GPU. This is why Nvidia are calling this tablet for gamers. It supposedly gives you console and PC-like performance, which a lot of viewers are probably going to scoff at right about now. But that's that's a very vague and bold statement. But this thing is insanely powerful, and it is completely destroying pretty much all competition as far as Geekbench benchmarks go. So, of course, there's also an 8-inch Full HD LCD display. It's got 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB storage, which is expandable via micro SD card. There is a 5 megapixel camera on the back and another 5 megapixel camera on the front. So another thing that this device also has is Nvidia's new Shield stylus. So this is very similar to the kind of thing that is on the Samsung Galaxy Note devices, which is obviously what I'm currently using to actually film this video. And so as somebody who's been using Samsung's Note devices for quite a while, I can honestly say that this pen is a lot heavier, and it's also a lot sturdier. I'm pretty sure it's plastic, but it doesn't feel like plastic. It's got like a sort of metallic finish, even though it is most likely definitely plastic. The nub also sort of is pressurized, just like the Galaxy Note series. And yeah, it actually feels really nice. Obviously, I haven't turned the device on yet, but it does feel really nice to write with this thing. It also feels really nice in the hand, and obviously it's a lot bigger than the S Pen on the Galaxy Note device. In fact, what I'm going to do is take out the S Pen on the Galaxy Note 4 that I'm currently using to film this video. I'll just get rid of the Air Command menu. And yeah, there we go. So that's the S Pen on the Galaxy Note 4 compared to the pen on the Shield device. And actually the size difference isn't that different. Obviously the Shield one is bigger, but not by a large margin. So yeah, there you have it. I mean, it's just a lot heavier. The one on the Samsung device feels very, very plasticky. It's really flimsy. It's weightless. It's completely weightless. This one, however, does feel very sort of sturdy. It's quite weight. It's got some weight to it. And as I say, even though it's plastic, it doesn't feel like plastic. So yeah, quite happy with that. Okay, so I've popped the pen back, and what I'm going to do now is turn the device on. Okay, so it's now powering up. I'll just turn it around so that you can see it properly. So there's the Nvidia logo as well as the Android logo. This thing is running Android 4.4.4, I believe. But the really good thing about this device is that the version of Android that you have on it is pretty much stock. I mean, it's not stock because obviously it has various Nvidia proprietary apps pre-installed, but basically it is pretty much stock. So I'm just going to scroll through the options just to get a quick look at the setup process. So this is definitely Android 4.4.4. So yeah, as I was saying, so the Android on this device is pretty much stock, which means that the update to 5.0 Lollipop is actually imminent, literally a matter of weeks. So I've heard. So that's really good. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just go through the initial setup process, and then once it's up and running, I'll come back. Okay, so I was just setting up the device when this popped up. So this is the first sort of Nvidia specific thing that I've come to on the tablet. I haven't yet finished setting the device up, so I haven't actually gotten to my Android home screen yet. So this has popped up right at the beginning. So I thought I'd record it, and yeah, it keeps playing a sound as well. So I thought I'd record it and just show you guys what happens. Okay, so this is all about the actual Shield app. So this is a place to find new games, launch games optimized for the Tegra-powered device, and stream games from my GeForce GTX PC. So, providing you have, I believe it's you have to have. Obviously you have to have an Nvidia graphics card in your PC, and I believe it's anything from a GTX 660 upwards. I could be wrong about that though, so if I am wrong, then please do correct me in the comments. So yeah, providing you've got that graphics card upwards, you can stream most PC games to this device. So get to know your Shield tablet. Shield wireless controller. So connect your Shield wireless controller to your Shield tablet. Obviously this is sold separately. Done. Okay, so that's everything. So it's now installing obviously my various apps that are backed up on my account from my other Android devices. So I will be right back once it's finished doing that. Okay, so all the apps have installed from my Google account backup. Yeah, this is the... I have noticed two things. One, the lights on the ceiling are reflected on the screen and have probably been reflected on the screen for the whole video, so I apologise for that. Secondly, obviously it's different now, but when I first turned the device on, it had the exact same background as my, or exact same wallpaper, should I say, as my Samsung Galaxy Note 4. Yeah, that was kind of strange. I wasn't expecting that. So I have switched that now, and I'm now using the sort of main wallpaper that the Nvidia wallpaper that comes with it, which is like a sort of green sort of pixely, video gamey design, which looks quite cool. So this is the launcher that it comes with initially, and as I said, it's pretty much stock. So you've got your Google apps down here in a folder, as well as some proprietary Nvidia apps as well. for connecting to your PC and for playing in console mode when you want to connect it to your TV or monitor via HDMI and such forth. And yeah, as I say, this is pretty much stock. In fact, there is an OTA update available right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and hopefully it won't take too long. So apparently this OTA upgrade is 631 megabytes. So yeah, it may actually take a while. So what I'm going to do is end the video there, and I'm just going to sort the autofocus out. It seems to be having a bit of a fit. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is end the video there. Internet seems to be running a little bit slow at the moment, so I have no idea how long this upgrade is going to take. My fiance is currently staring at me because we've just bought the new Dragon Ball Z movie and she's really wanting to watch it, so I'm going to have to end the video here. I will eventually buy the various peripherals for this device, the two peripherals for this device, the controller and the cover as well. So I will be back with a full review of this device once I have those peripherals as well. So yeah, this has been my unboxing of the Nvidia SHIELD Tablet. As always, if you liked this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and remember that every time you ignore those two buttons, a kitten dies, like one for each video. I've decided to change that now. I used to say every time you ignore the subscribe button, a kitten dies, but you know what, I'm going to throw the like button in there as well. So that makes it 2 kittens per video. So, just think about that. Just think, you're ignoring 2 buttons and murdering 2 cats. Yeah, just, something to ponder.